Our company is wildlife control specialists, and what we do is we take a very animal-friendly approach to removing animals from people's homes, and after we've removed them, closing everything up in a very craftsman's-like way so it doesn't distract from the look of the house. Today, what we've done is help the client with the removal of a female raccoon from their residence. Raccoon was actually located in an attic area that doesn't have any access, and it really isn't a true attic. It's more of a little cubbyhole area at the very peak of the roof. What you can see here is the peak of the house with a louver just above the windows. The louver, which is aluminum, was busted open by the raccoon. What we did was we built a platform on top of the house and placed the trap in the platform, and then we built a funnel out of wire so that when the raccoon came out of the house, the raccoon had to go up through the funnel into the trap. You can see that the bottom of the trap overhangs the end of the roof. The reason we use this approach is we wanted to catch the raccoon and not simply get her out of the house, and we wanted to make sure that we could reunite the raccoon with the babies once we had the raccoon out of the house. This is the opposite side of the house, and as you can see, there's another louver up there that we're going to secure before finishing the job, as well as a third louver. It's very close to where the electrical system comes into the house. That's high voltage wire going into the house in that area. We're going to secure that with 1x1 galvanized welded wire, which is a very, very heavy gauge wire, 1-inch openings on it. The wire is almost 1/8 of an inch thick, and when we're finished, we're going to trim off the galvanized wire with aluminum, and we're going to paint it all to match the house so it blends in very nicely and it's not noticeable. As you can see, she's fairly good size, probably somewhere in the area of 15 to 20 pounds. What we're doing is cutting a hole in the ceiling. As they're doing this, you could actually hear the babies making noise up in the area above the ceiling. Okay, what we got here are 3 baby raccoons. So we've got 4 of them.
You know what? Let me just warm them up for a little bit.
Okay, it's the hole that we made to extract the baby raccoons from above the ceiling area. Access area used to get out the baby raccoons. That's been replaced, and you can see the wet plaster around the edges as a first coat to close up the area and make it sound. This is a special nest box that we made to relocate the mother and the babies on a temporary basis. As you can see, there's plenty of space in there for her and the babies. What we're going to do is put the babies in there in a few minutes. We've located this tree in the corner section of the client's yard, and what we're going to do in a moment is put the ladder against the tree so that we'll be able to move the nest box with the pups and the mom. We're probably looking at something in the area of about 55 pounds. Last night, after we picked up the raccoon, we put her in the barn for the evening. Last night it was about 8 o'clock when we got the call from the client that she was in the trap, and when we brought her to the barn, we gave her a can of tuna fish, which she finished. What we're going to do today is make sure she has some food available to her after we release her into the nest box, and we have a couple of hot dogs in there and some American cheese for her. Okay, the guys have the babies, and as you can see, we've got them on a terry cloth towel in there, and they're a little active. It's probably about 48 degrees out right now, so we're going to put the top on this, and then we're going to transfer the mother into here. Okay, Tim's sealing up the top of the nesting box, and we're going to screw it down real tight so that it's pretty much draft proof, leak proof, and predator proof. You can see we have a hole in the side where the mother can enter and exit. So as not to have an incident with this, as we're bringing this box with the mother in it up into the tree, we have a temporary door that we're going to put on. In a minute, he'll open up the box so she has access to get out. She should be able to move that thing around and get out on her own now.